Your silence is a symptom of an overactive mental filter. You reject 90% of your own thoughts as unsafe before they can ever reach your mouth. By the end of this, you will understand this internal editor as a physical process and know how to turn its volume down. Think back to the last conversation where you felt yourself go quiet. A group of friends or a meeting at work. The topic shifts. You feel a flicker of an idea, an observation, a question, and then it vanishes. The moment passes, the conversation moves on, and you're left with that familiar, hollow feeling. Later, alone in your car, the perfect response comes to you. Sharp, funny, insightful. You replay the scene, inserting the line you wish you had said. The frustration is immense. It feels like a failure of personality. Your mind runs at hyperspeed, vetting every single impulse for its potential risk. You have an internal editor, and its standards are impossibly high. It's like a security checkpoint in your brain. Every thought that wants to become a spoken word must pass through it. Is this idea smart enough? Is it relevant? Will they think I'm weird? Will it interrupt the flow? The editor's checklist is long. Most of your thoughts fail the inspection. They get stamped with a red rejected and are sent back into the silence. This is a neurological function doing its job far too well. Your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain for social appropriateness, is the editor. It's designed to stop you from saying something that could get you kicked out of the tribe, a survival mechanism. Social rejection activates the same brain circuits as physical pain. Your brain registers a dismissive eye roll with the same alarm it does a burn. The editor's prime directive is to prevent that pain, so it becomes overly cautious. It treats a casual conversation with the threat level of a live minefield. Why is your filter on maximum security? While others seem more relaxed, your editor learns from your history. It builds its rulebook from a single bad grade on a presentation in 7th grade, a dismissive comment from a first boss, a dinner party where a joke fell flat. Those moments become data points. Your brain, trying to protect you, creates a brutally effective algorithm. When in doubt, silence is safe. Rejection is pain. Silence avoids pain. Silence becomes the optimal strategy. This creates a self-reinforcing loop. Because you are quiet, you have fewer opportunities for positive social feedback. You don't experience your joke landing well or see someone's eyes light up at your idea. Your editor has no new data to contradict its prime directive. The filter gets tighter, the silence gets longer. The belief you have nothing to say becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. A friend might move to a new city and return 6 months later, more confident and talkative. Their environment changed, and the perceived threats dissolved. Their internal editor relaxed its grip. The person was there all along. You can't just delete your past experiences. You can't just tell your brain to stop being so cautious. You start by generating new data. Small, irrefutable pieces of evidence that prove your editor's threat assessment is wrong. The process begins where the stakes is zero. The person making your coffee, the librarian, a cashier. These are perfect training grounds. Your goal is to let one tiny, unedited thought out. An observation about the weather, a question about their day, a compliment on the music. This rain is something else. The victory is in the transmission. It's in letting a thought travel from brain to mouth without being shot down. When you do this, and the world doesn't end, you've created a new data point, a single vote against the old algorithm. From there, create a new kind of record. For 1 week, carry a small notebook or use a notes app. When you're in a conversation and feel that censorship, discreetly write down the swallowed thought. Just capture it. At the end of the day, read your list. You will be shocked. The list will be filled with good questions, funny asides, and interesting observations. I wonder where she got that coat. That reminds me of a book I read. You'll see a record of a vibrant, curious, engaged mind. You are showing your editor in black and white that its rejections are based on fear. This is the evidence you need to challenge its authority. The most powerful shift happens when you change the objective of conversation. Your overactive editor believes the goal is to perform, to be impressive and witty. This standard guarantees failure. The goal of conversation is connection and contribution. Simply being a warm, present part of the exchange is a huge contribution. You can shift the pressure from "what brilliant thing can I say?" to "what genuine question can I ask?" Curiosity is the antidote to self-censorship. When you ask, what was the most interesting part of your trip, you are adding value to the conversation and giving your editor an easier task. Your editor is part of you. It provides tact and social awareness. You are just trying to